Assalamualaikum, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum students. Today's our topic is the interpretation of data. What is actually the interpretation of data? Interpretation of data means to implementation of the processes through which data is reviewed for the purpose of arriving at an informed conclusion. So you can get a better conclusion from the data if you interpret this data by using the useful ways for the better interpretation of data. You could conclude the results. The interpretation of data assigns a meaning to the information, analyze and determines its significance and implementation. So this is the very important part of the research, because by this you can conclude how your results or your findings are useful for yourself and for your research and for the others. Data implementation refers to the implementation of the different processes through which data is reviewed for the purpose of arriving at an informed conclusion. The importance of data interpretation is evident, and this is by likely to arrive from multiple sources and has a tendency to enter the analysis process with haphazard ordering. Data analysis tends to be extremely subjective. That is to say, the nature and goal of interpretation will vary from various sides. The most important part of the interpretation of data is they have the two analysis ways. One way is the qualitative analysis and the second way is the quantitative analysis. In qualitative analysis, you only gives the idea about the variables. Exclusively or exhaustively, you should rank the different compared values only, and it is very good for organizing the data by giving the different figures, graphs and tables. It contains all the features of, and it gives the ratio of different values to be analyzed. But in case of the quantitative data, that is more important as compared to the qualitative data, because in quantitative data you should give the significance of your data, and by implementation of this significance of data on your results, you should get the significant results or non-significant comparisons of the results with each other and with the other findings. How can you interpret your data? You can interpret your data by using the different softwares. That is actually called as the statistical softwares. Quantitative analysis. In case of the quantitative analysis, you should use the different data analysis software, especially the different statistical tools are to be applied on your data. The most important thing in the statistical tool is the descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics. In descriptive statistics, you find out the values of the mean, of replicates of your sample, standard error, or standard deviation values. Standard error and standard deviation values. These are the most important descriptive statistics that must be applied on the data for its interpretation. So what is actually these values? The replicated data is most important for the presentation of the data in the good way, because the replication is the most important descriptive statistics. You should require the minimum 3 replicates of your sample, or you can have 5 replicates, 7 replicates, and so on to be used in your studies. But the 3 replicates are important and must be added in your study for your research work. In statistical tool or in interpretation of data, we uses the different designs in which the randomized design is more important, because randomization is important for the clear-cut analysis of the data. By this randomized design, you can get the results without any ambiguity or without any usage of the resources. You get the results that is significant and that is comparable with the others. Comparison of different values must be added in your samples. The most important thing for this interpretation of data, as you know, are the standard error or standard deviation. First of all, what is actually the standard deviation interpretation? What is actually standard deviation? Give you the results. How can you calculate it? A low standard deviation indicates that the values tend to be close to the mean of the set, while a high standard deviation indicates that the values are spread out of a wider range. Standard deviation is actually the measure of the amount of variation or dispersion of a set of values. It is actually the measure of the amount of variation between a set of values. What is actually the standard deviation? It is the measure of variation among the set of values. For example, one replicate has a value 210, one has a 205, one has a 215. So there is a variation in the values of the replicates of a single sample, the 3 replicates of a single sample. But there is a less deviation or less variation in the values of the single sample, but if there is a major difference, like if one contains a value of 210, 310, 255, so there is a more deviation or more variation between the values of the three replicates of a set. So this is actually the standard deviation of the sets. If it contains a more value, the data is more variant and it is not reliable. And if there is the less value of the standard deviation, then the data is considered as the reliable data. You can use the different statistical softwares. For example, the Excel Stat, software. It has the many features. You can use one-way ANOVA. ANOVA is actually the analysis of variance present in your samples. You can use the one-way ANOVA, you can use the two-way ANOVA. You can apply the two-way ANOVA or one-way ANOVA on your samples. It gives us the ideas about the analysis of variance, how much variance is present between the values, between the different values, how they are compared or how can they compared with each other, how are they are correlated with each other, or how they are non-related to each other. So what is the significance of data? You can check out the significance of data by using this ANOVA test. By this you can find out that the values are significantly different from each other or they are non-significant effects on them. And also you can apply the descriptive statistics by using this software. In descriptive statistics you can calculate the mean values, you can calculate the standard deviation. In case of the ANOVA test, you can apply the ANOVA test either at the p-value of 0.05 or either at the p-value of 0.01 to your samples. You got the results if I applied, for example, I take a application of one type of the test under the ANOVA test, that is the Tukey's test or HSD test. This is called as the Tukey's test or HSD test. It analyzes the data significance and give the results in the form of the alphabets A, B, C, D, E, so on. When there is a different letter is present on the two values, then you can say that both values are significantly different from each other. Either they are increased or decreased. So if the same letter is present on the both bars, then you can say that the both are non-significantly different from each other. Now I am giving you can interpret your data when you got the results. You can interpret it by the two ways, either in the form of graphs or either in the form of tables. You can show your results either in the form of graphs or either in the form of tables. If you show your results in the form of the graphs, you have a value there at the x-axis and one value is there at the y-axis. Here I put on the different samples, like I use the treatment of, I'm giving the treatments of sodium silicate on wheat as priming agent, and we got the different results. The first is the non-prime seeds, second one is the hydroprime seeds, the third one are the 20 millimolar sodium silicate priming, the 40 millimolar sodium silicate priming, $60 millimolar sodium silicate priming. These are the different treatments which are applied on the wheat seeds. Here is the values in concentration. You have found out the values of concentration in the parameter is of, for example, of proteins. In milligrams per gram fresh weight. 10 milligram, 20 milligram, 30 milligram, 40, 50, 60, 70 and so on. The non-prime seeds have the 30, hydroprime have the 35, have the 45, it would have the 60 and it would have the 70. Here you can see the different graphs show the different bars of the different concentration or at the different treatments. So as I said that when we applied the Tukey's test, the HSD test on these values of the mean, these are the values of the mean of 3 replicates, and we got the descriptive, applied the descriptive statistics on these results, and we found out the values of some values of the standard deviations which are applied on the graphs in the form of the standard deviation bars. These are the standard deviation bars shown on the figures. So now we put on the letters of it. This one is the A, B, C, D and F. All the values contains the different letters on each value. So you can see that when there is the two different letters are present on the two values, it means they are significantly different from each other. When you are to be interpret this data, or you write up the results of this data shown by this figure, you could write that the maximum protein contents are found out, or maximum increase in the protein contents by the 60 millimolar sodium silicate priming is present. The higher boost in the protein contents are present after the application of the 60 millimolar sodium silicate priming as compared to the control and as compared to the hydroprime seeds. They contain the maximum value of the protein contents. Similarly, our treatments of the sodium silicate boosted up the protein contents gradually by increasing the concentration of the applied sodium silicate treatment. So you can see that 20 millimolar, 40 millimolar, 60 millimolar boost up the protein contents gradually. Gradually they are increased as compared to the hydroprime seeds and as compared to the non-prime seeds. In hydroprime seeds and non-prime seeds, there is a non-significant difference between these two values, because they have increased, hydroprime seeds increase the concentration, the protein contents only a little bit. So that's why they contain the same letters, so they have the non-significant difference between their values, and we can say that they don't boosted up the results. In conclusion, by interpretation of this graph, we got the conclusion of that the results, the treatment of sodium silicate, our treatment on the wheat seeds, on the wheat sample, increased the concentration of protein contents present in the prime seeds. So that's why we have concluded that our treatments of sodium silicate boosted up the concentration or the contents of the proteins between the wheat seeds. So they have shown the positive effects, and we can interpret this data either in this form, in the form of graphs, or either we can interpret this data in the form of the tables. In the later lecture, I will explain you how can these results, the same results, can be presented in the form of the tables. If you have any questions regarding the interpretation of data or use of the statistical tools related to the interpretation of data, you can ask me either on my WhatsApp number. You can write your questions either on my WhatsApp number, or you can write your questions in the comment section of the YouTube channel, or either you can approach me on my email address. Thank you so very much, students. Hope you understand the ideas behind the interpretation of data. Allah Hafiz.